Hello guys, I hope everyone's doing okay. This is just going to be a what's in my uni bag video. I'm a first year studying physics and philosophy and I started uni 3 weeks ago, and this is just kind of the things that have been really helpful to me so far. And this is the bag that I use most of the time, and it's this Marc Jacobs leather bag. I'm not sure of the name of the style because I got it off of Vinted. But the straps are studded and they kind of dig into your shoulders if you're wearing a tank top. Like if you're wearing a coat then it's fine, but yeah, I do kind of try and avoid this bag for heavier things. When my mum was visiting me, she saw like how heavy my bag was and the straps, and then she was like so concerned for me, so she bought me this backpack. So I'll probably be using this as well. It's just this North Face bag, and I put this little fuggle on the front and I think it's really cute. So those are my two school bags, and this one I've just packed it, so I'll just go through what's in it. There's two pockets at the front here. As you can see, they're kind of magnetic, which is good because I can just flip it up. And then this main one is where I keep the majority of my school stuff. In this first small pocket here, I have my perfume. This is just the one I was wearing yesterday, and it's Bitters by Two Summer. Also, sorry for my voice, I'm a little bit sick, probably from Freshers Week. So this is Bitters 30ml Two Summer. I was wearing it yesterday, but it will just be like whichever one I'm wearing that day. Recently I'm wearing Angel's Share by Killian and Low Papier, but like I left those at uni. I'm at home right now, so I don't have those. I've also got like 3 sets of earphones. I've got one to connect to my like laptop or my iPad, and then one to connect to my phone because they're different like cables, and then my AirPods as well, which I use like when I'm walking. And then I've got my mini hairbrush, which is just this Mason Pearson like mixed bristle one, and it's got loads of dry shampoo and like hair in it, and it's very disgusting. I've also got my ID, and I would have my student ID as well, and my Oyster card, which I'll use like whenever I get the bus, because I can just put my like spare coins on it, and then it basically doesn't cost anything to use the bus. So I like to have an Oyster card. And I have this Sylvanian Families. It's just like a gachapon pouch, and you're supposed to put your Sylvanian Families in here so they can peek out the little window, but I just put like spare coins and my USB stick and like £20. And then okay, for like makeup stuff, I only bring an eyelash curler, and then I'll bring like some kind of lipstick that I can use as a brush too. So this one is the Byredo Worship Her, which is the one that I use like every winter, and it's so good. Moving on to the main compartment, I've got my keys, and I love this keychain. This like never lost keychain, because I'm so bad with losing things, and I also have to have an air tag on them or I just will lose them like almost immediately, and it costs like £20 to replace my accommodation keys, and I don't want to spend that. So I have those there. Usually I'll also clip them to like the zipper of my bag so they're not in the way of my bag. And then my water bottle. I've used this water bottle forever. Well, not this exact one because I lost it a few months ago and then I got a replacement one, but the Lululemon water bottle, I've always used this one because it's just so handy. Like when you're carrying it, you can just hold it if you want to walk with it. And then my current read is Gramsci's, am I saying that right? Gramsci, I don't know. The first volume of his prison notebooks, because my dad got me all 3 volumes and I just started it like yesterday. And then I like to read when I'm having lunch. Usually I sit by myself to have lunch and just read, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. Then I have my philosophy textbook. This semester I'm only taking logic. Next semester I'll be taking political philosophy and epistemology, so I'll be taking 2, but I'm just taking 1 at the moment, and that's logic. So this is my logic textbook. I've also got these sticky notes. These are like, this is a huge sticky note pad, this is a smaller sticky note pad. I just always use sticky notes on everything, like especially with physics and maths. If I'm like marking something and there's not enough space to write down the full answer or like a proof or something, then I'll use this and just write it on that, and it's the best thing. Or this if it's like a bigger proof, or if I've run out of space on my page and I still want to keep using the same page, then I'll just write on this and stick it over the top, and it's really, really good. This is from Muji, and this is just like a post-it. And then this is what I've been kind of using instead of a planner recently, because I've got a Filofax, but I kind of keep it in my accommodation and write down like major events. And then for my like, to-do, it feels like there's not enough space on that to write down what I want to do every day, because the boxes are pretty small. So I'll use this instead, and I'll use it as like a running to-do list. And I've got my journal, which I'm not writing in as much as I want to at the moment, but I still really like to have it. Like, it just feels comforting to have this in my bag. This is a paper blanks book that I got for my birthday. I'm not sure of the name, but I think it's really cute. I think it's really pretty. It reminds me of like a wizard's tome that they would have, like a spell book. For my like class notes, then I use these notebooks, which are the Campus Kinokuya, something like that notebooks. Press down on this, hang on. Then that like opens, and it's kind of like a mini binder, but without being as bulky as a binder. Like, they're really thin and light and easy to use, so I like having these ones. And then my pencil case, I've had this pencil case forever. It's just from Muji. I got it a while ago, and then I attached this like rice bean porridge keychain that I got in China onto it. I think it's really cute. I actually gave it to my mum, but she never used it, so she just gave it back to me, so I've just been using that. And then I have like a basic calculator. I thought I would need like a crazy calculator to do physics, but like so far I just haven't. Like, I think the emphasis is mostly on like deriving things rather than just like putting in a calculator, like knowing how the calculator works. So I think that I'll just need like this small one for my exam, so I'm just using this one. I've got my iPad, which I actually don't take notes on it. Like, I was really like, I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to take notes entirely digitally or entirely on paper, but right now it's kind of a mix. Like, I'll use this to annotate the lecture notes that they give you online, but then I kind of really like just working on paper and seeing everything physically. I still take this to write on. The battery is really bad as well, which is annoying. Like, I don't think it would last, because I've got like 4 hours on one day, and I don't think I'll be able to write on it and then use it afterwards without charging it in the middle. And then the last thing is my laptop, which I got a while ago. It's a MacBook. That's like, it's so embarrassing. It's a MacBook Pro 13-inch. It's the last one that they did with the touch bar, I think, and I love the touch bar. I've just put some more stickers on it recently, but I need to like tape that down because it's kind of peeling off, but I don't want to get rid of it. But that's what it looks like. I did have 2 Sonic Angels as well, but they kept getting stuck like in the folders of my bag, and then they would just get disgusting, like the glue on them. So that's pending getting them back. For paper, I've got these 2 folders that I'm using for my like lecture notes and coursework so far. This one's for physics and this one's for maths. So I just keep like the questions that I'm working on and the lecture notes and things like all on loose leaf paper and just have them in these folders. And one thing that I've really liked using is these small post-it notes. Like, for example, here I just write what it is, and then like when I flick through it, I don't have to look at every page. Like, I can just see what it is, like that. And I need to get a staple as well to staple pages together, because I got like a stapleless staple and it is just bad. Like, it just does not work, so I need to get a proper staple. And then I also have this refill pad, which is really helpful for just doing problems, and I can just write them and like rip out the paper and throw it away and not worry about it. And it's also like not expensive, because I'm using Muji paper, and it's not expensive, but it's just, it feels too nice to just like do rough work on it and then just throw it away. That is everything I have in my bag. Oh, I also take my Apple headphones if I'm gonna study in the library or something, or like somewhere where it's gonna be loud. But they are really bulky and I feel like they look kind of stupid on. So the majority of time, like, I don't take them, but maybe sometimes I will. But yeah, that's basically everything that I'm taking in my bag right now. I hope you guys found that useful in some capacity. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next week. I think I'm gonna upload a vlog next week. I just haven't been filming enough because I've been so busy. Like I just constantly feel like I'm behind because I took a year out and it's just hard to get back. So I've just been like working basically all the time and I haven't been filming a lot. So anyway, I hope you guys have a really good week and I hope that I'll see you again next week.